Shouts out to my people. Shouts out to my people. Sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people, man. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing great. Today we're going to have a lot of fun. So we got the current events. Stay into the end of the video where you can get my TikTok, you can get my Instagrams, and you can get my YouTube channels. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. It's positivity, good vibes. Shouts out to the Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl. Each player for the Chiefs will receive a $164,000 bonus for winning that Super Bowl. So shouts out to the Chiefs. And you know, Patrick Mahomes is on pace for catching Tom Brady in that GOAT talk, in the GOAT position. So do you think that Patrick Mahomes is going to catch Tom Brady, or do you think that Tom Brady's solidified GOAT? One dead, 9 people hurt in the shooting after the Chiefs Super Bowl parade in Kansas City. So prayers goes out to the victims and shouts out to the people who tackled the shooter. Usher goes viral for hugging Alicia Keys during the halftime show. You know, he was behind her, he kind of held her, they were smiling, and it went viral. Me personally, I felt like people were stretching the situation a little bit more. It was the Super Bowl. They both had a great song together. To me, they were just in the moment and enjoying themselves. That don't mean Alicia Keys is a slut or a hoe, you know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that Usher was trying to take her. I felt like it was genuine, and I really like how Swizz Beatz came out and reacted, saying that y'all talking about the wrong things. And I completely agree. There's a million other things we could have focused on, but we were focused on Usher and Alicia Keys. I felt like that stemmed from earlier this year. Keke Palmer and her former boyfriend or husband fell out because of the same kind of situation. But I don't think that he was secure in that situation, and it showed. So the situation got worse. Swizz Beatz basically put the water on the flame, like, man, I'm secure. And that's how you got to be, especially as a man. You have to be secure in a relationship. So shouts out to Swizz Beatz. And Usher got married right after he finished the Super Bowl performance. So I don't think that his intentions were malicious. And congratulations to Usher and Alicia Keys on their performance. Next year, the Super Bowl is in New Orleans. So who you think should perform? I know Boozy said he wanted to perform. Lil Wayne said he would love to perform. Me personally, I'm rocking with Lil Wayne. My only thing with picking Wayne is if he does perform, he has to make sure that he has the right hits. He gets with his DJ and they really, you know, figure out the right songs to play, because Lil Wayne has so many songs that if he doesn't pick the right ones, I don't think the performance is going to be as great as it can be.
I'm not going to lie. I did DM you to get on the show, but I DM'd you to get on the show because you brought my name up when you was sitting there with Cat, and you was trying to get him to talk crazy about me, but he didn't. Okay? Now, second of all, talking about pulling up on me. You're going to be an all-star. I'm going to be at the all-star in my hometown, and I'm going to see you. And Ocho, you shut up and go get some eyebrows. You looking like a whole milk dud sitting there agitating. We watched the white boy kick your ass on TV. So you shut up. And ShayShay, you did look like Madea sitting there. You was looking zesty. I'm not saying you gay, but you was looking zesty. You look like Big Frida sitting there. You need to take them tight ass shirts off with the muscles.
First and foremost, I don't think that you can ever beef with a comedian and win, because they're going to always have the upper hand. As long as they can make people laugh, you know, they're going to always win in the situation. I will say, I think that it's ironic that, you know, he spoke on this situation, and he even spoke on Kevin Hart, saying that Kevin Hart wasn't funny. Me personally, I think that these stem from his own insecurities. I think that with him being the top 3 funniest comedian in my mind of all time, I think that, you know, he can do way more. He can just produce more. And I don't think that, you know, he's where he wants to be in his career, no matter how funny he is. So I'll say, you know, instead of focusing on Kevin Hart and him not being funny, or Cat Williams and the interview and the success he just had, I think that, you know, Mike Epps should really lock in on what he brings to the table. He should also lock in on his strengths and, you know, really focus on his craft instead of speaking on other people's situations. But shouts out to both of them for being able to sit down as men and squash the beef.
So she went there, you need to get a job, you need to do this, you need to do that. Well, I can't do this no more, so you know, you might have to, you know, go do something else. So it sent me to my grandmama's house. You know what I'm saying? So I was staying with my grandma for a little minute. I was crying already. Like, you know when you chasing something, man, you trying to make this shit, find this shit work. And man, I remember this shit like yesterday, bro. Like, I was trying to talk to her. She like, boy, if you don't go to sleep. I'm like,
this situation, I think that it shows that, you know, you can't take everybody to the top with you. And everybody ain't gonna believe and see your vision. So you gotta promote and demote people from your life depending on how they treat you. A Chicago man is going viral for his mugshot. I saw the picture and I don't know what he did, but I know he did it.
Hey, you know I don't use deodorant though? I never use deodorant.
Say you swear to God.
I don't swear. But just believe me, I don't use deodorant ever. That's cool. Nothing.
Wait, where are you from?
What? California?
No, like where are you from? Like your ethnicity?
Oh, Mexican American.
Oh.
Yeah. I agree with Ryan on this one. Depending on your body type, the activities that you're into, and your diet, deodorant really isn't good for us. It's known to give us cancer. We should try not to use deodorant as much as possible.
Anything in particular stand out? Well, that's a first.
NBA YoungBoy's artist Lil Dump was in an Adam 22 No Jumper interview, and he threw up during the interview. I think that this really speaks on the influence that NBA has. Recently, he's been taking pictures with him popping pills and posting it online. And I think that, you know, the people under him follow him. So I don't know the situations. I would say that he was probably popping pills and he got sick. Depending on who you look up to or the influences you have, you know, you got to be really cautious of what you putting out in the world because people are watching and people are following. A woman goes viral for saying it is not her responsibility to feed her stepdaughter. Even though I think that she has a point, I think that it's really tacky for her to, one, post this, and two, just to have this mindset. You know, if she's going to be in the child's life, you know, she was in a car with her, you're just going to eat food right in front of the kid. It's just low vibrational mindset, low vibrational energy. And I will blame the dad for even having this woman around my kid.
So if you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you when
you're not ready to date. You're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs. Okay. You can go for 22 walks in the park. Eventually, shorty is gonna need a sip of something. She gonna be thirsty. This bottle of water is $3 in Atlanta. Let's not play. So if you don't have any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make 50,000, but you live in a shoe. And now you got expendable cash. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money. If she doesn't have the expectation, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, enjoy it while it lasts because eventually you're gonna wanna run. Because she doesn't stretch you. She doesn't make you the man that you need.
A woman goes viral for saying men that make 50K a year should not date. I strongly agree with what she was saying. You know, more than anything, men should not be focused on women, especially if they're not where they need to be in their lives. So I get the point that she was making, but more than anything, I don't think a woman that isn't married and doesn't have kids should be giving advice to anyone. I don't know if she has kids or if she's married or not, but from the tone and how she's coming about, I don't think she is. And I don't think she should be giving out advice about who to date or how much a man should have unless she's successful in her life herself. So like I said, I agree with the point she was making, but more than anything, women have to stop looking at men like if they don't provide financially, then they're worthless. It's way more to a man than just money. A man can make you happy, he can make you smile, he can be a rock. If a man is going for his purpose in his dreams and he's a true masculine man, then at the end of the day, money shouldn't matter. So we have to come together. Money is very important when it comes to being in a relationship and dating, but it's definitely not the end all be all. There's so many different things that a man can provide and contribute to a relationship than just money. So we have to get off of this mindset that money is just the end all be all. JT receives backlash for convincing a girl to break up with her man over this gift. I think that this goes into what I was just talking about previously. Money isn't the end all be all. To me, a relationship is really about a bond and being able to trust each other, but to each his own. PopTart inventor William Bill Post passes away at the age of 96 years old. Pop-Tarts was a big staple in my household. We had strawberry, brown sugar, s'mores. We had a bunch of different Pop-Tarts, all the different flavors, wild berry. So shouts out to Bill, his invention, and rest in peace, and sending out prayers to him and his family.